Congratulations! You just survived one of the hardest military entrance exams in Japan. Tomorrow, you'll be standing face to face with monsters the size of skyscrapers. Sounds like a dream, until you realize getting accepted was actually the easiest part. Because from this moment on, every mission, every deployment, and every mistake could be your last. So before you put on the suit, let's see what life in the Defense Force actually looks like in just 300 seconds. The first thing you'll receive isn't a weapon. It's a combat suit. Without it, you're just another person facing a kaiju. Once you wear it, your strength, speed, and durability increase dramatically. But every suit only performs as well as its user. Most recruits can unlock only a small percentage of its power, while elite officers push it far higher to battle powerful kaiju. And if your combat power never improves, neither will your chances of surviving long enough to earn a promotion. But surviving long enough isn't your only challenge. Passing the entrance exam doesn't make you a hero. It simply means you're finally allowed to fight. As a Defense Force officer, your job isn't just defeating kaiju, it's protecting civilians before another city becomes a disaster zone. Every alarm could send you into collapsing buildings, rescue operations, or battles where a single mistake can cost hundreds of lives. And unlike most military careers, your enemy keeps evolving. Every new kaiju can possess abilities nobody has ever encountered before, forcing you to adapt in the middle of combat instead of relying on the same strategy every time. Because in this profession, the day you think you've seen it all is usually the day you don't make it home.
Don't tell either of our moms I said that, got it?
Surviving your first mission is one thing. Earning the respect of the Defense Force is another. Every officer is judged by one number: combat power. It's the percentage of your suit's potential you can actually unlock. And that number often determines the missions you're trusted with. The higher it climbs, the greater the responsibility, and the greater the danger. But raw strength alone won't make you a top officer. Because when an intelligent kaiju appears, teamwork, quick decisions, and keeping your squad alive become just as important as the number displayed on your suit. Even then, no amount of combat power can prepare you for what's next. Even if you become one of the Defense Force's strongest officers, there's one thing your combat suit can't protect you from: the constant risk of losing the people fighting beside you. Every deployment is a reminder that kaiju battles rarely end without sacrifice. Friends can disappear in a single mission, and veterans can fall without warning, and even the strongest soldiers are never guaranteed another tomorrow. That's why joining the Defense Force isn't about chasing glory. It's about accepting that every time you suit up, you're choosing to protect humanity, no matter what it costs. So, after everything you've seen, would you still choose to wear the suit? The Defense Force offers purpose, respect, and the chance to protect millions of lives. But in return, it asks for your strength, your courage, and sometimes even your future. Yet despite the danger, people continue to volunteer because someone has to stand between humanity and extinction. And maybe that's what separates an ordinary soldier from a true Defense Force officer. Because sometimes the greatest heroes are simply the ones who choose to show up again and again. Before this video ends, I'd like to borrow 20 seconds to say something. To the 10 people who chose to subscribe to Beyond Anime Frame, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Out of millions of channels on YouTube, you decided my channel was worth following. And that means more to me than you probably realize. So until our next profession, see you beyond the frame.